All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is 8:30, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, guys. I'm coming out from you from the West Coast. All right, guys. So a lot to cover here. A lot of great news. Hope you guys caught the Patreon stuff because we are going up. The path of least resistance. This week's topic was about going up. How long do we stay up? I don't know, but we got to trade with the market you get. Not the market you think. But let's see what we can get here. So again, I'm noticing that I'm out of town, so the Wi-Fi is a little weaker. But hopefully I'm coming through okay. If I am, let me know in the comments. All right, but let me cover this real quick because I want to give you guys a little extra time to prepare because we have a lot of movers coming in this week. All right, so this week, let me just share my screens with you. I'm just going to say goodbye, and not goodbye for me, but goodbye to the to the video. Okay. All right. So on Patreon here, this is the S&P 500. This is what we were covering yesterday as far as what I wrote. As far as earnings here, we're going to go here to Twitter, and we talked about earnings play. I believe we have Lululemon coming up today after the market close, and that's a pretty big earnings whisper right here. It's a big deal because we're going to find out what they have to say into earnings. So again, their earnings report is right here, and I think it's today. It is Lululemon after the close, and we have Micron. These are the two that we're going to be watching today to see if their supply chain issues are over and how bad or good is it. I think that the market wants this war over, and I think that pretty much is pricing in for a fast recovery. Is it true? Don't know, but I think that the word if is imminent. All right, so let's get to it. Let's find out what's going down here in the overall markets. So let me see. I can't read the comments. Only working on one screen. Hey, James, good morning to you. Good morning to you as well. All right. So we have a few people on. Okay, so let's get on there. Now, as far as the XPX, the overall markets here, we got to see this is the market we're getting. Look at the S&P 500. We broke the 50. We're breaking the 200. We're 4,600 is not too far. Can he hit it this week? More than likely, I think it is. It is a robust market. Look at the MACDs. It's going higher. Now, how high is it going to go? How high is this going to go? Can it start getting 4,600? Can he hit 4,700? We don't know, but at those levels, remember, when we go this high, it's also going to give, a reason for Fedman Chairman Powell to maybe raise interest rates a little higher. So I'm going to give you both sides of this coin, and not to say that that's going to happen this week. This week, the path of least resistance is up, so trade the markets you have. But in the future, what could happen? If we need to raise interest rates, if inflation is running hot, then maybe down the road, and I will cover that in the Patreon, and we're going to capture these moves down or out, but could it be possibly at the next meeting that maybe he can raise interest rates faster and than expected at 4,100 and now at 4,700? As long as the market remains above 4,000, I think we're good. And maybe this is what is called a soft landing. Don't know, but something to keep an eye on. Now, the other thing to keep an eye here on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is coming to the 200-day moving average. We talked about this in the beginning of the week, and it's going to hit it. Now, can it get through? We don't know. Now, as far as the IWM, we have all moving averages here, squeezing RUT. It looks like it's basing. Key level to watch here is 2107. If it can take that out, it's probably going to go to the next Fibonacci retracement, which is around 2177. Watch that right now. It's trade. Everything looks good. It's breaking through. Let's see if it can get a breakthrough, but it's holding back compared to the NASDAQ and the XPX. As far as the VIX, this is something we talked about this week. I noticed this week that the VIX is going down. Why is this important? Because it's telling you that the fear is getting out of the markets. People are getting very, very bullish. It's been below 20 since the first time for a very, very long time. Remember, when the VIX is below 20, that's usually a very, very bullish remark. It usually tells you that people are less fearful and buying more into the stock market. We caught this move. You can tell by stocks like Tesla, like Google, especially in the last couple of weeks, especially last week. Okay, when we bounced off the lows and we're just continue lower. Now, here's the thing. It's going lower. The VIX is still going down, and we are climbing. Treasury notes, it's going up. It's going about 2.5, but I think that this move is already priced in, so that's it. All right, again, don't overthink it. Just make it simple. As far as the movers today, we got the E-minis. Let's go here. E-minis is at 46.11. We broke the 46. So basically, we hit a 4,600 target for the week. We're probably going to be opening up right now at 46.21. Can we go to 4,700? Question mark. Don't know, but stay on sharp. And remember, trade the path of least resistance. This is the futures. Futures now are going higher. They're working up higher. The market's bullish globally. People are buying. Now, what are they buying? We have to look into it. Now, let's go into what are they buying. And there's a few stocks we want to cover. Remember, I'm going to cover the high probability stocks here, which a majority are tech. This is the 15-minute time frame, and let's see if we can add some structure to our trades. XPX gone. Right? It's going to open up way, way higher. NDX, gone. Russell, looks like it probably can go. If it can take out that 2082, it's probably got somewhere up here in the sights. And I'll let you know, I'm working on a very small computer. Please forgive me, guys. Google started to run pre-market. Let's see, it's going to run. It's going to run. It's going to run. We caught that on Monday. We noticed that there was something big about to happen. Amazon trying to run. Tesla running again. ISRG running again. CMG running. All right. We're going to see if we can capture some of these moves maybe before they happen. HubSpot running. Wow. HubSpot ran 472 to 496. That was yesterday. Pre-market. Everything is running. Coinbase might be one there. NVIDIA. Maybe Apple. Maybe Apple. Coinbase. Apple. Okay, so let's take a look here. Apple. Yesterday, the market reversed. In the hourlies, too far away. Probably needs to pull back a little bit. Let's see if it can come back to about that 175, maybe hit 180. Pre-market is pulling back a little bit. Okay, so we're getting the pullback here. And let's see, it's running pre-market at 176. Let's see if it can pull back. Don't know how far this pullback is. Okay, so let's see. But you don't want to chase right now. Let it set up properly. There's going to be some profit taking at the open. Okay, you got NVIDIA. NVIDIA bounced off the hourlies here. About to go. Because if that war goes, NVIDIA 289. Remember, NVIDIA's been climbing. It's been climbing. Pre-market. It's probably going to pull back. Let it pull back to about 284, 282. See what happens there. Tesla. Nice play yesterday at the open pre-market. We called that on the Morning Brew on the Patreon. Open up a little higher, 1124. Keeps climbing. Probably telling me it needs to be pulled back a little bit. Let's see how far back it goes here. This looks very bullish. Still bullish here. Let's see how it reacts at that 1100. It's above 1100. Hit 1124 pre-market. Key level today is 1124. Let's see if it can take that out. If it takes that out, it can probably go to 1171. 1151, 1171, and then 1200. Let's see if it's set up, but this is looking very, very bullish here. Let it pull back. Buyers are coming in at 1085. 1085. Buyers are coming in. But if you got those, probably got another $15 on those. If you got those 1200, 1250s. All right. Let's look at Tesla. Let's look at Amazon. Amazon took off yesterday, right? Still taking off. Let it pull back a little bit. Too far away. Started on the hourlies yesterday. This is what we're looking for, hourlies. And then there's a continuation from overnight. And it's up. Google. Nice bounce off to 50 on the hourlies. Bounced yesterday too. Gone. Let's look at Lulu and a couple other ones I want to look at. I'm going to add Lulu's starting to take off, right? So they're expecting good earnings here at 312 now, 337. This was on Friday. Still continuing here on the hourlies. Nice, and they got another entry on the 50-minute time frame. All right, let's see. Too far away right now. Let's look at Coinbase, because that looks like it's ready to run. If it has a continuation here, let's see how it reacts here. Should take out 202. We're at 200. Nice round number. Needs to hold 200. Take out 202 to run again. Pulling back a little bit. Let it pull back. Might pull back to around 199. Let's look at any ones you guys want me to look at? Let me know. Okay, nobody's responding. All right, let me see. Let's go to at Apple, at Tesla. Let's go to spiders. Just to look. Spiders ran nicely, beautifully. Let me get rid of this. Okay, we have spiders running nicely. Yesterday, that was a nice move. Still going higher. 452, about 460. We're hitting that 460 on SPY. So we got our first target. Okay, we called it this morning on Sunday that it could hit that. It's gonna hit it. All right. So spider, let it pull back a little bit here. Let it pull back. Okay. QQQs. Just rallying. Okay, so we're rallying pretty hard here, guys. Okay. So IWM rallying nicely. Shopify, that's another one I want to look at. Okay, so Shopify setting up here. We got all moving average. You got the 4 breaking out. It's consolidating, guys. So let's take a look at Shopify. Consolidating here. Consolidating. We got a nice bull flag here. Looks like it could run. If it can take out, 2 levels are going to watch here. At the open, needs to take out 716. Needs to take out that 716. Needs to take out this level here. Then it needs to take out about 738, 39, and needs to hold that level right here, 739. If Shopify, number one, can hold 716 within the next half hour, and then within the hour can go up to 740 and trade above that and hold it for about maybe an hour, then it has a chance at 780. But there's a lot of ifs here. Okay, it looks like it wants to run. Is it going to run today? But it looks like it wants to run. We have it right at the hourlies, right there. Buy yourself some time. It's at 701. This had potential to move. Pre-market, it's already moving. It's trying to break. It's got that 716. It's meeting a lot of selling right there. But we have a lot of potential coming up here. Not ideal. This is an exhaustion buy, but let's see. It could probably pull back maybe to around 694. And remember the range it's in. It's in between 716 and 670. It's trading within a 40-point range right now. Okay? If it can break out of that, it's going to give you another 40 points. On the hourlies, it's trying to run. Right? We like these setups. I mean, on the 1 minute, it's trying to run. Let's see what happens here. Anything can happen in the next 50 minutes. But get yourself ready. Get this one ready. What else do we have? Look at my notes. Let's do Snowman. Been a lot of buzz around Snow. All right, let's look at Snow. I haven't seen it in a while, so let's see what Snow looks like from the daily perspective. Snow coming across 250. That's going to be pretty hard. Bounced off yesterday, 223, 239. Can it hit 250? It's coming to the end here in the hourlies. 50-minute time frame. Looking a little weaker. Let's see how it reacts to that 235. But it's looking pretty robust. Remember, it goes up, goes sideways. It went sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Could this be the next leg up? Let's see how it reacts around 232, going to 250. Okay, 232 going to 250. If it pulls back, that might be a place to add. Let's see how it reacts there. All right, let's get that. So that's probably going to be looking at for today. Let's look at Bitcoin because a lot of people here are looking at Bitcoin, guys. So Bitcoin, real simple. If you're following the system, like I told you a couple of days ago, this is the time to buy. Right at the 50, it's running. It's running. We told you around 41,000, 42, and now you're selling at 48,000. This is the run. This is where you're going to, it's running right now. You follow the system. If you're doing it from a weekly perspective and you're a passive investor, get close because right now it's starting to maybe potentially run for a longer term frame. Remember, this is a 1 week candle. There's 52 weeks candles in a year, and maybe this could be the start. Again, the Ethereum running. This one, MASTR running. So if you want to play Bitcoin, you can also play MicroStrategy. It's running 416 to 510. This just happened in the last couple of days here, and it looks it continues to run as long as Bitcoin runs. Real simple, guys. All right, that's all we got, guys. That's all we have for today. Let me see who's out there. Good morning. Working on one computer here. This is AMAT, I got you. Hold the IWMs. You got AMAT, and you got had IWM29, the QQ3. So yes, they should print. Awesome. All right, let's look at AMAT real quick. All right, AMAT's looking fabulous, looking good. Let me look at it from this point of view. AMAT, from a daily perspective, if you're trading this for longer term, looking good. All the squeeze is about to come. Something big is about to happen. First time it's above the 50 since January 18th. All right, so this is a quarter. This can maybe start running here. Let's look at it. Pre-market, it should run today. It looks like it wants to run today. Let's see. Let's see if it got some legs. Yes, it was the ideal here. We have this sideways consolidation. It needs to take out that 140. If it takes out 140, it's going to run. But 135 to 140, let's see. On the hourly perspective, looks good. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so yesterday, 136, this was ideal entry, but it still got this headwind right there at 140. Watch how it reacts to that 140. It sold off last time. But if it takes that out, it's going to run. It could run for today if you're looking for profits for today. If you're looking for a longer time frame, then yeah, it's probably a good time to add around 130, 140. Probably looks like it could run. From a 1 minute perspective, if you're actually going to day trade this thing, then ideally, same type of premise. You want to get into close to the 50-day or the 50-minute moving average, which right here is around 136, 137, and it ran, and you're going to open up 2 points higher. So ideally, I wouldn't want to get into it from this perspective because I know we're really close to that 140. Let it pull back and try to get into close to the 50-day moving average if you're day trading for like a quick half hour or so, whatever it is that you're trading this thing. All right, that's what we have on AMAT. All right, guys, that's all we got. It is now 5:54. Making it sweet, making it simple. I haven't been out of my studio for the next week or so, so I'm going to be working in a couple of various places. The internet's a little shoddy, so please forgive. I didn't do it yesterday. But ultimately, what I encourage you guys, please go onto the Patreon page. Support the Patreon page. It's only $5. You get the levels. You get everything you want, even for that. And I also do the classes there. I will be doing that continuously. I'm not going to let you down there because that's real easy. I can do that overnight. And you'll get all the levels. Now, as far as today, remember, you don't need to trade a lot. Just trade 1, 2, 3, or trade winners and start rolling up. Tesla, for me, is one that's just been paying for the last 3 weeks, and it's going to pay today. I'm probably going to be looking at, I'm going to probably be looking at the 1250s. I'm going to have the 1300s. I'm probably going to have the 1200s, the 1250s on my screen for not this week, for next week. And using profits to roll up until it stops moving. But until then, guys, again, Tesla came out with the news that is going to do another stock split to do dividend payments. Now, there's news that it may or may not happen. Don't know. But perception is reality, right? And when you got to ask yourself, there's a lot of people on TV saying, "Oh yeah, well Tesla's not going to be able to, it's only a dividend. So what?" Well, here's a so what. There's a lot of hedge funds out there, a lot of funds, and there are funds strictly only that they can only buy stocks that produce a dividend. That's so what. Again, that's a big so what. Okay, so you have a whole bunch of other funds that didn't buy Tesla before because it didn't produce a dividend. Now, if it produces a dividend, these funds over here can now buy what? Tesla. Let's keep it simple. Simple logic. And guys, I wrote about the Powell, again, that's more macroeconomics, macro views of what could happen down the road. Not necessarily good for real estate because they keep increasing interest rates, which you want to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on that. All right, guys, that's all we have. Gave you a few plays that I'm going to be looking at personally. Let's see. Go out there, go get it. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.